You do not know the way.
Oh, yes.
Take your words in foreign lands.
This is a good one. You gotta wait for the hook.
Nope. I don't.
Let's see. Ready? All right. We always gotta wait for the hook, and it's really dreadful getting to it.
Gotta wait for the hook, man.
Yeah, bro, you gotta have the hook.
That hook is fire, bro.
So we have. I have to actually text this link to Telegram. Okay.
Don't worry.
I
We'll
like
all-
the turn signal in the background.
That's me.
My
I'm
favorite
driving.
part
Sorry,
so
guys.
far.
No,
What are
actually
you
coming
doing?
on- I'm coming up on a really bad accident. I hope everybody's okay.
Well, that's one
Okay,
way to
so
start a
I'm
show.
back. All right. So I text. All right, here we go. So all right. So here's the thing: we've never had this many people on the show. Okay. So we got a couple things going on. So Jason
You should
is
have
not
me
like-
host more often.
I know. This
Yeah.
is
We're like the
So
Brady Bunch.
popular.
Joe says Anthony is dethroned. So right now, guys, I'm able to play with comments, right? So one of the first things I noticed was that mostly Clam Mako is in tonight.
He didn't even speak calm right.
He didn't even say calm. So Margot's Twitter handle is mostly calm Margot.
Mostly clam.
Mostly Clam Mako. I think
Don't
it's
hate me,
hysterical.
Marco. Oh, God, that's funny.
Why? This is falling.
Okay, so here's the deal. I can't use comments tonight, guys,
Oh, I hate you,
because
man.
I'm
Nope.
going to be in
You're
private
done.
chat using the buzzer system. So Jason will be in charge of comments tonight because I trust Jason's comedic chops. Mark is not going to be able to actually tap in because he's driving, but we expect him to be here for comedic purposes. Now, Darren will be keeping score. So in reality, it is me, Margot, Angela, Robbie, Connor, Rob are all competing. Everybody else is just here to hang. Before we start, though, I do want to just say one thing. Robbie Brown is a contributor on our channel. He's one of the greatest people I've met since starting this channel. Robbie lost his job this week, and it wasn't because he got fired for doing anything wrong. His company lost a bunch of clients, and they just could no longer keep him on. So Rob and I started a Give, Send, Go just to help him get through the next couple of weeks until he's able to get his feet on the ground. And we really, really would appreciate it. Rob has 4 kids. He's one of the most solid guys I know. He's just trying to do the right thing, raise his family Catholic, and then life came and punched him right in the face. So if there's one thing that online Catholicism is good for, it's being there for each other when hard times hit. So you guys all donated to my sister's GoFundMe, which I think everybody that donated is probably going to get their money back because my sister may have her tuition fees paid from the Biden thing, but once that goes through, we're going to see what happens with that. But she may be returning everybody's money. But if you guys can, please just consider. It's always hard to know what to give to. This is a good cause. Robbie's a good man, and he's got a rough couple of months ahead of him. So if we can, let's all be there for a brother in Christ.
Absolutely.
And Census Fidelium is telling Mark, don't trivia and drive.
I wouldn't dare do it.
Yeah.
Good thing he's not playing. We're like the Brady Bunch when Rob has us all smushed together. Now, who are the parents? That's what I want to know. And who's the
I think
house
Jake
cleaner?
and Angela are the most responsible, I would say.
That sounds right. All right, so here's what we're doing tonight. This is our 25th episode. I never thought we would get to 25 episodes. This is a pretty big deal for us. So Jake has agreed to come on and host trivia tonight. He has his own questions. I'm sure they're going to be way too hard for me to answer. I'm competing tonight. So
I'm a little nervous.
guys, I'm depending on somebody here to beat Rob. Someone here has to beat the artificial intelligence machine. Somebody.
He's very serious right now. It's making me extra nervous.
He's been studying all
There it
that.
is.
He's been studying the questions that I sent him ahead of. I mean, wait, what?
We
Yeah,
have
me and Jake have been communicating all day on Slack, and so
I
So
don't
you've
think
got a
for
leg up.
second. I don't think for a second Jake would ever give you anything to give you a leg up.
No.
He would not
This is
cheat.
dangerous.
The man would never
Maybe
do that.
sabotage.
Ooh, sabotage.
All right, so I'm gonna take over from Anthony because I'm an aggressive guest host.
Let's go. Take
No.
over. I relinquish
First
my
thing-
power.
First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna ask for the intercession of Saint Wenceslas. Today's his feast day, so Saint Wenceslas, patron of brewers, please pray for us. It's also Trevor Alcorn's birthday at Tridentine Brewing, so that's kind of interesting. So Margot, if you could turn your camera up to the Mass of the Ages Tridentine Brewing sign. In honor of Saint Wenceslas, I will be giving away one of these gorgeous signs to the winners, both on the show here and in the comments.
Happy
So
birthday to
so
Trevor,
nice,
man. Trevor
right
is a
next to
great
that.
friend of the show. We love Trevor. Happy birthday, brother.
birthday.
Would look
Happy
great.
birthday, Trevor.
Yes,
got
happy
some
birthday,
photos.
Right over.
Yeah,
Padre
Angela's
Pio.
already got a spot for her sign. So
Ta-da!
all right, so we're gonna get started. I've got a bunch of questions. Question one is, what is Anthony's social security number?
I'm in. I got in.
All right. So
I mean-
question one is, what is the
Whoa,
Mass?
wait! I gotta get my initial back in. Hold on. I gotta be ready to
oh
go
my
here.
gosh.
All right.
So
This is the
question one is, what is the Mass? It's one word. One
Stop
word answers only.
Wait a
guys-
minute. What's going on here?
I just can't with you guys.
There's your
God.
social security number, Anthony.
All right, so wait a minute. All right, wait a minute. All right. I didn't even know we asked the question. Where's the page break?
This
How did
is
Rob
what
beat me
this
in
is
there?
what happens when you are hosting.
Yes.
Just
No,
an
I made sure I
FYI.
asked the question in the right timing.
If
All right,
this
we
is
all have to
the-
shut up while he asks questions. All right, so
Oh,
Rob.
oh, we
you,
should.
You got him first.
Well, does the chat have it?
Two have it.
I didn't
So
hear the
you
question.
asked.
I didn't even hear a question.
He asked, "What is the mass?"
In one word, what is the Mass? And I'm only going to accept one word. There are a couple things that people will try to say, but I'm only going to accept one word.
Can you see the comments?
What is
Jake?
going on?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, some people have it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, and
Hmm.
it's Calvary. Sacrifice.
There you go. Yeah.
You don't
so-
get
I was
to
gonna say
You
sacrifice.
don't get to just
Yeah.
I
throw
would've-
out a
I
bunch
should've
of
got
words
one
and
word.
he was.
That's a
What
Calvary.
kind of game show is this?
I was
It's
gonna
worse
say-
than when
I was
Anthony
gonna
runs
say
it.
sacrifice on Calvary, but he said he was gonna accept one word.
Yeah, but you gave two.
I was behind
You
you,
gave
and I
me
was
an
going to say
answer.
sacrifice.
I was
No,
gonna say sacrifice.
I'll accept Calvary and sacrifice. They're kind of synonymous, right?
I'm on to you, Rob.
I think I should have got that, but okay.
Hang on. Before those in the chat, make sure that your bar is all the way over on the live stream, and that you're
And also choose live chat.
yeah. Otherwise, you're going to be a little bit lagged on some things.
All right, so somebody's got the page break in there. All right, so Rob already has an unfair advantage since I gave him that question. So it's time for you guys to be really fast on the keys here. Okay, so if the Mass is a sacrifice, what was the first sacrifice in the Bible? And I'll give you a bonus point if you can tell me the book and chapter of the Bible that it comes from.
Well, this sucks. This was a mistake.
Oh gosh.
This is crazy.
I'm Protestant.
Darren, you're muted.
Catholic.
Good. Sorry. Yeah, that's just the bonus point.
Yeah, there's lots of chances
First,
for
all
bonus
right. So
points
Rob,
tonight.
let's see if Rob knows it. The first. All right. So we gotta wait for the chat, obviously, but the first sacrifice in the Bible, and the chapter and verse gets an extra point.
You better stay off that Google, Anthony.
No, here's the thing. I would never cheat. Let me tell you something. I'd rather go down
I'm kidding.
negative 20 than
Totally
ever
kidding.
cheat. But I just think it's so funny. Rob just wanted to be the first one in. It was a Bible question. He's got no shot at this.
The
Wait,
first
Rob.
sacrifice. Yeah.
You can't give this time. You can't give two answers.
Okay. I assumed is the first sacrifice Abel's sacrifice.
No.
Well, then,
Connor, you're
okay.
next.
We say okay.
Is it Noah's sacrifice after he gets off the ark?
Nope.
All right, now I'm next. So if I can
No
only
Bible.
make them lose their points if I get this right.
Well, other people can do it too because other people behind
Yeah.
you, Anthony.
Yeah, you could
Right,
lose
I know,
points
but that's
too.
the point. Yeah, I could lose a point, but if I get it right, you two lose a point. But if I don't get this right, I'm going to guess
Then
nobody else is going to even.
The
take a shot
greatest
at it.
ending to this show possible is both Rob and Anthony ended negative.
I would love
That is the
that.
absolute greatest ending to this show.
Yes.
First sacrifice in the Bible.
Oh,
Come on, guys. This is
Good thing
obvious.
Rob isn't
Wait.
answering anymore.
Okay, this is so easy.
Okay.
It's so easy.
well then, do you want to go and have a chance to lose a point, Margot?
Margo's
All
last.
right, I'll relinquish. Go ahead, Angela. You're next.
Well, geez.
You can pass. Let's get the
I'm gonna
Margot if it's
guess
so easy.
Abraham's sacrifice of Isaac.
That's way after the. That's way
That's
after.
after Noah.
No.
Ah,
I know, but
So you're
that was,
right.
like, that was the
Sacrifices
first
in
time.
Margot,
That
then.
was the first
You know,
time in my
nobody in the
mind
chat has
that
gotten this yet.
that
Wait
I
a
can
minute.
remember God
Wait,
telling
Nobody's
them.
Yeah, I
got
don't
it.
see-
Oh, wow.
Wait,
I don't
listen.
see any
we're supposed
right.
to wait until the chat.
Oh
gets
no,
it.
I see a right
Robbie's
answer.
turn.
I see
All right,
a
listen,
I
right
thought
listen.
I saw one right
I'm
answer.
gonna. I just want to say something. If Margot gets this, you
No,
guys
I-
all lose a point.
My
Margot,
question-
you better
my-
have this.
No,
Hold
my
on,
question
no,
was Angela's.
Robbie gets a turn.
Robbie, go.
That
Okay.
I would have
How
tried to
about
guess at it. You said
Wow,
you had
so-
it.
Is
I
it-
thought it was
Oh.
what Angela said. I thought it was Abraham.
You
and
guys
Isaac.
even
Okay,
know
I
like
do.
the
Yeah, okay, now I do see.
chronology of
Someone
the
mute
Bible.
Anthony.
I'm gonna have to mute
Rob
both
had the
of them.
closest guess. What was the? What was?
All right,
what was
so
it?
here's my
Margot
guess.
has-
So I'm gonna have to say Adam sacrificed of the animals to be able to get the animal clothes on him
What?
and Eve. So some of those
That's-
animals had to be.
That's incorrect, but it's a really good guess. That wasn't a
Okay.
formal sacrifice to God, but there are some biblical scholars who think that it may have been, but the Bible doesn't say that was a formal sacrifice.
Okay.
What
Is
was
there
it?
anybody left?
Margo.
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 Rob, you were,
my next. Oh, can I
No.
make like a second guess?
No,
Well,
it's Margo. Margo.
Yeah, but my
Margo
guess was
went.
Angela's. Was Abraham and
Well-
Isaac.
The one that, her guess was the one that was so easy and obvious.
Yeah. You're not gonna be- I'm gonna give you something after the second covenant.
What
Margo's
is
like,
it,
idiot.
though? What's the
I'll
answer?
guess again for fun, just for
Was
fun.
it-
I won't.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
If it wasn't Abel, was it Cain's crappy sacrifice?
yeah, that's right.
Wait a minute.
was
You
Cain's
are you kidding me?
That was-
When you
okay.
think when you
Yeah.
said Abel,
Sacrifice to God.
Well, hang on. This is an important distinction, right? Because Cain and Abel made different sacrifices.
They
You
were
can't
they were two
say-
sacrifices.
I was trying
Yeah.
to think before Cain and Abel at that point, because when Rob said Cain,
When it wasn't
So does
Abel, I was
anybody
like, well,
know-
it must be Cain. But Genesis
So,
chapter
Anthony-
3, right?
Chapter 4.
I should have
yeah.
had that.
Oh.
I should have had that.
Anthony talked a big game about the scriptures.
No, well, I got
disappointed.
thrown off because when Rob said Abel, I was thinking the Cain and Abel was the same sacrifice. It just threw me off.
So some cool symbolism here, right? So Cain's sacrifice was rejected by God, and Abel's was accepted. Does anybody know what occupation Abel was?
I mean, are we
Farmer.
guessing with a name here?
Carpenter.
No, he was the
He was-
shepherd, wasn't he?
He was a shepherd.
That's right.
The
Yeah.
very first sacrifice.
So this
in the
wasn't an
Bible
actual.
performed.
This wasn't a
performed
trivia
by
question, though.
No, this wasn't.
No,
a
that was
trivia.
just a little interesting,
All right.
an interesting tidbit. Okay,
Now,
let's
why
get a
was
page
Cain's
break.
sacrifice rejected? Was it because
Wasn't
he didn't get
wasn't
the
his
first fruits?
first fruits? Yeah.
It was
Nobody
his
lost
first
a
fruits,
point.
right? Yeah.
Since,
That's terrible.
Perfect.
Since
Yeah,
nobody
everybody
got
should
it.
have
You know,
lost.
Yeah,
no-
no one lost a point.
Nobody
Who got-
lost a point, but I feel like you all should.
I
all
should have
thought
taken
you
Rob's
lost
point if
point
I would have even
the
been
first
thinking.
one.
I wasn't even thinking.
Cain and Abel.
Lost for the first
Yeah,
one.
Cain
Cain
and
and
Abel,
Abel.
Cannibal.
That was
Cannibal.
the first one.
All right, let's go.
All right. Question 3. We're getting into more stuff about the Mass here. Which part of the Mass is also referred to as the Great Doxology?
No shot. No shot.
Oh, yeah. Okay. It helps if you know the minor one.
No shot at this one.
Just gonna keep
Margot, do you know it? You don't look like you know it.
I'm like 90% sure.
Oh, Margot's losing a point.
He's 100% sure on the last one.
That's the dangerous. That's the dangerous part about playing with Rob is like you're trying so hard to beat him with the keyboard, but then if you get it wrong and he's right behind you,
I'll tell you right now, if it's questions about liturgy or like things like, because Rob is an altar boy also, like he's gonna know every single thing. Like,
but
that the
I also
and
go to the Novus Ordo 80% of the time.
I get it, but you still know the trivia game in and out.
Bob, you're not the only person who's ended with a negative.
Oh, I'm sure I have at some point.
We're never going to
I see lots of.
I try not to
right
remember.
answers in the chat.
All right, once you see right answers, you could take a guess, Rob.
Kim, no, it's Margot.
Yeah.
Oh, Margot.
Unless she wants to pass.
Okay, so the Great Doxology is it the Pater Noster, the Our Father?
Nope.
Oh, wait, no, it's the Great Amen.
No.
Hey, you can't pull a Rob. You can't pull a Rob. That's
Not that.
Rob, you go.
Well, if they call the glory be the minor doxology, I imagine the Gloria is the major doxology.
Oh my gosh, I've had that stuck in my head all day.
You got it. The My Little Pony version or the real version?
Or the Gloria?
Yeah, just
The My Little Pony, of course. Duh.
All
So
right.
Darren, you're keeping points, Darren?
So Rob,
Rob.
two.
So what?
Darren,
Rob,
you know how it
back up to
works.
one now?
The first
Not
three
very
in the chat.
damn.
So Rob's winning 2-0.
Oh, 2. Rob
All right.
got 2.
I have -1.
All right, ready? So the first reading in the Latin Mass is called the Epistle. What does the word epistle mean?
Ooh, Anthony's got this.
Dang, Rob. Quick on the trigger, man.
Yeah, Anthony was quicker, though.
Oh, Ant got in there. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I see.
I wanted to see what the whole question was going to be.
Yeah, that was
Rob-
pretty.
Rob, you don't have to
bold.
spell your whole name when you're putting your.
Well, when Robbie and I have like the first 3 letters, it's
Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
but
we
it
still
says the
see
name right
Rob
above it.
versus Rob.
yeah. So what?
Jason was.
But if he wins,
It
if
says
he
Rob.
wins,
Rob.
then at the end of the
So-
night, if he wins, then at the end of the night, he could say, "I won typing my whole name instead of just one initial." It's actually correct, right?
I'm just control Ving it every time.
No, don't say that. You got to say you're typing it. All right, I see some right answers. Who
Yeah,
got
I see
it?
a lot of right answers.
Let's go, Anthony.
I have 2 guesses, and I'm gonna.
But you can only say one.
I'm gonna say letter.
You got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say lesson. It was a choice between lesson or letter, but I went letter.
Well,
Different thing.
it's easy to remember because they almost always come from St. Paul's letters, right? That's why it's called the Epistle.
Sometimes it is called a lesson.
No, well, it says in this, and the reason I was going to say lesson is because in the missal it says lesson. So I was like, is it?
That's right. Yeah.
But what I thought is,
The lesson is when it's an Old Testament reading.
Yeah, exactly.
What I thought
The
of is when
lesson's from the
Paul
Old
says,
Testament.
wait, hold fast to the traditions, whether by word of mouth or epistle. So obviously, epistle means letter.
There you go. Got a point. You're on the board, man.
All right, I'm on the board. 1 behind Rob.
All right. So let's get right here.
Wait, what
Well,
I did? I'm
fine,
sorry. I
Anthony.
didn't mean to do that. I meant to hit shift and I hit
Put the
enter. I'm
page
sorry.
break.
See,
Put a page
it's not.
break.
I'm
It's
sorry,
not
not page break.
Anthony, it's not as easy as it looks. Not hitting
I-
enter, huh?
I meant to put shift and I hit enter. All right, let's go. I'm ready. I'm ready
All
over
right.
here.
In the new Mass, we have the Liturgy of the Word and the Liturgy of the Eucharist. In the Old Mass, we have the Mass of the Catechumens and the Mass of the.
Come on, that's so easy. Connor's in there first.
Don't talk bad about Connor like that just because he got in on an easy one.
Ugh, I gotta beat Rob. You don't understand. I just gotta beat Rob.
Yeah, that's right, Brick. Who's being cocky now?
All right.
That's a good callback.
All right. I see your right answers. Who got it?
Connor.
I did, but I'm
Connor, what
actually
you got?
guessing, so it's not.
Cool. Who's next?
Oh, Connor, you passing?
Anthony.
Yeah, I'm passing.
No, don't give it to Anthony.
Master of the Faithful.
You got it. Yeah.
It's or whatever.
Connor, did Anthony bribe you to pass it to him whenever?
My wife just texted me.
It's unclear.
My wife just texted me so loud.
You must get the text 1,000 times a day.
I was gonna say you must hear that a lot from her.
Me and Rob were texting earlier today, and I was like, Rob, if I ever go too far, just let me know. He said, what'd you say? You were like,
oh no, you said oh, hold on, let me pull it up.
You got to find the text because Rob was like, I said the saying.
The phrase "wears his heart on the sleeve" was invented just for me, and I said, "Yeah." So was the phrase, "Will someone please, for the love of God, shut him up?"
And then I said, if you figure out how, my wife is dying to know. She'll probably call you.
Hi, Tasha.
All
right. Let's go.
You
on.
Robert
Ready?
Tide. Let's go, buddy.
Robbie, did you?
That was
because I put a. That was an accident, or
yeah.
Okay.
All right. Ready?
Yeah.
So we refer to the communion wafer as the host, which comes from the Latin ostia. What does that mean?
I just clicked it. You can't just do this, Connor. You did it to me too. I'm giving Rob a point here, aren't I?
I'm wondering why I'm bothering. I might not bother anymore. He gets like a word out.
I clicked in because I saw somebody else clicking, and I was like, I just better be the second one up.
Sometimes it's a click and pray. Hope you know the answer.
Yeah, there you go. All right. Who's got it?
Oh, I got in first, but I don't know if I know that.
Oof.
You said it comes from ostia, ostia, ostia.
Hostia.
I imagine hodie in the Paternoster probably has the same, comes from that same word, so I would assume it means bread.
Nope.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Wait, Connor,
Lord of
you're
Hosts.
What?
You
What'd you
believe
say?
in the Lord of
Anthony?
Hosts, right? Is that the same word?
I'm
Well-
passing. Anthony, it's yours.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying, like, we believe in the Lord of Hosts. Like, he's.
But is that the same?
Is it the same word as we say as host?
I'm
right?
not giving hints.
I know. I'm just trying to think.
Hey,
Because-
Darren,
because
Darren,
I
take
think
a
what-
point away from Anthony. Take a point away
What
from
some
Anthony. for questioning this.
what some English translations called host comes from Sabaoth in Hebrew, which is like an. I'm gonna shut up.
I'm gonna take a guess. Hang on. Let me see. Lord of Hosts. Lord of Hosts.
You're not Googling right now, are you?
No. I'm looking down. I swear to God.
Damn, Chad.
I'll keep my hands like this. So you guys, I would never. I'd rather lose. I would rather lose than cheat. Come on.
Well, you're gonna lose anyway, so it doesn't matter.
No, but
A lot of right answers in the chat.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad that there's
Does it mean
a lot
God?
smarter than we are.
No.
No.
Lord God of Hosts.
Come on, somebody.
Once y'all hear it.
Darren is dying.
If nobody
right
gets
now.
it, I'm not losing
Points.
points.
Come on.
I'm gonna just go with what seems right. So hostia, body.
Nope.
That's
No.
corpus.
That's a good guess.
Corpus. That is corpus. Yes.
Yeah, wait.
Well, great.
Solid,
I have no guess. So
No. guess.
Margot, it's up to you.
Come on, Margot.
I didn't even hear the
Your
question. 'cause my
employment
computer
is
keeps
riding
freezing-
on this.
My computer keeps freezing up, so I didn't even hear the question. But I'm guessing it's something about what does hostia mean? Like hostia. I mean,
It-
a sacred host. I mean,
Don,
How's
we'll
it-
know that's the case if his answer comes out all mispronounced.
For me?
what the heck is
Good,
host?
I'll
Hostia, it's
stay
host.
back here. You want me to-
No, Margaret,
There's a
What
lot
is
of people
host?
that want your hands tied in the comments. Just
What
FYI.
does it mean?
I
Mostly
guessed it
clam.
wrong.
Mostly Clam Mako is pulling for you, Margot.
mostly.
What you got?
Just
What you
love
got?
it.
Host. I don't.
I mean, is it the
That's
Never mind.
Margot, the question is, what is host mean?
What does host mean? Oh, it means like victim. Oh,
Yeah, there you go. We got it.
Are you kidding me?
He's actually kidding me.
I think
Way
everyone
to go,
was getting-
Margot.
I think everyone was getting
Back.
confused as with
You guys
the
are worried
Lord.
about my hands. I'm calling.
0.
Yeah, look. I'm looking. I see what they're doing.
Zero, or one.
I see what they're doing.
You guys, seriously, my Latin is so bad. I don't know any Latin really. I know how to pray a lot of like a few different things in Latin, but I literally don't know what most anything means because I just was not taught it at all. Like I'm learning Latin right now with my youngest or with my oldest child who's in Latin right now. So forgive me. I promise I try to be a good Catholic. I just don't.
Everyone was getting confused with the English host because Lord God of host isn't the host in the same sense.
Well, I was.
That's right,
That's
yeah.
what I was guessing based on. So.
All right, so the
Darren-
next question is more historical. It's less about like Latin and
Have fun,
nitpicky
Connell.
stuff.
I want Margot's hands like this.
I
when she
tried to-
guesses.
I tried to pick questions that
Seriously,
play to
Rob?
everyone's strengths.
All right, let's go.
Seriously.
Wait. Let me get my initial in. Hold on. All right.
All right, so after Low Mass, we say a set of prayers that includes 3 Hail Marys, a Hail Holy
I
Queen,
know this. I
a
know
St.
this.
Michael prayer. Hang on. Who implemented this practice?
Come on,
Who
this is
implemented
nonsense.
this? And hang on, bonus points for the year it was implemented, which could be confusing, and the reason it was implemented.
Oh, I know the reason.
So the main
So
question is
you.
who implemented it, bonus for the year and the reason.
Are there 2 bonus points? Can I separate them?
Anthony.
Yeah.
That's the reason, not the year. Oh. Don't know year.
Let me know when you got answers in the chat.
No, this
Yeah,
is
go ahead.
nonsense.
We got answers
You guys
in the
can't
chat. We
click
don't
in
have any
before the
that
question
bonus
was
points.
asked. You guys clicked in before the question was asked.
So who's
That
who's
happens
first?
all the time. I got it.
All
Of
right.
course.
So who is it? Who is it? But just say the
Uh,
name. Don't do the bonus yet in case you get the name wrong.
Leo the 13th.
Yeah, that's right.
Everybody knows that. That's like such a common sense
Because
question.
it's called the
That's the kind
Leonine
of
prayers.
question I can answer.
Everyone knows all these. This is.
Be nice.
I'm clicking in now.
All right. So Rob,
Cheater.
Rob, do you know?
Now
the-
you know what
do
it's
the
like.
year?
This is not. This game is rigged.
I,
Andy,
Whoever's
listen,
idea
listen,
this stupid
Andy
trivia
Bernard-
game was, I'm calling shenanigans.
Andy Bernard
For
does
real.
not lose contests.
Goodbye,
Andy Bernard
Anthony.
does not lose contests. He wins them, or he quits them because they are unfair.
well, it looks like Anthony quit. Anthony quit.
Anthony dropped.
All right. So what?
Goodbye.
Rob, do you want to try for the bonus points?
I'll try. I'll try for the reason, but I don't know the year honestly.
All right.
Anthony going
what's the
meatball.
reason?
The reason is allegedly Anthony allegedly killed someone.
Oh, yeah, it's YouTube. I forgot.
The reason was Pope Leo the 13th had a vision in
It's
which
apocryphal.
shut up.
It's apocryphal.
Had a vision in which he saw the church given over, or at least persecuted by Satan for a century.
100 years.
So
that's
he
why
wrote,
he
he
wrote-
wrote the St. Michael.
That's why
prayer.
he wrote the St. Michael prayer, but the St. Michael prayer was added to the Leonine prayers 2 years after they were officially
Ooh.
instated.
I
So
feel
you're
like
saying
these
my
are all
reason's wrong.
Trick questions.
I think he has
That's
to lose
the
a
reason
point.
he wrote the Saint. That's the reason he
Listen.
wrote the St. Michael, but it's not the reason that the Leonine prayers were added.
Rob,
to that.
Rob, you got to lose
Well,
a point.
then I'll learn something. No,
Darren,
this
take
it's
2
a
points away.
bonus point. It's
Darren, take 2
Don't-
points away from
It's a
Rob.
bonus. Listen.
you listen to Jake right now, Darren, not Anthony.
He doesn't get to tell me how I do the score. That's,
Yeah,
I don't like this
Hey.
simple game.
Let's go.
I'm not playing anymore.
Let's just say
Bye,
Anthony's in the
Anthony.
negative, regardless.
So Pope
Goodbye,
Pius
Anthony.
IX had everybody in Italy praying these prayers in 1859, but they were officially added to the Missal in 1884 by Leo XIII for the
Okay.
conversion of Russia.
Of course.
In what year?
And then the 1884.
1884.
Whoa, he was ahead of his time.
Wow.
He
that's
was, yeah.
insane.
He
Before
hated,
Our Lady
he
of
hated,
Fatima.
he hated communists.
but the communists didn't even take over
Russia
yet.
didn't.
until
Wait.
1917.
That makes no sense. Russia didn't become communist until 1917.
There were a lot of anarchists in Russia though, and I think they had just assassinated a czar right around that point.
Yeah.
They definitely were
Take
playing
it up-
funny games earlier.
Take it up with
than-
Leo the 13th, man. I don't know what to tell you.
He was just so
Okay.
good.
All right.
All right, so this next one has a chance for 1,000,000 bonus points. So don't let Rob get in on this one.
Well,
Oh,
fine,
come
Connor.
on. No, he didn't even ask yet.
I saw Connor.
He didn't
so I
even,
had
he
to
didn't
put
even,
in.
you guys got to stop. Come on. Let him at least get. Listen, there's
Yeah,
got to be a
let's
rule
get-
with
let's-
like he's got to get 3
Yeah,
words.
that's not. I'm done.
All right, ready? In
Okay.
the traditional Latin Mass, how many main vestments does the priest wear?
I have no idea.
I should have.
It's a good thing you put your initial in
I'm
there
gonna
before
guess.
he finished the question. Then,
I'm gonna
right?
And I'll
Yes,
give
okay.
you,
Am I
I'll
right?
give you half of a bonus point for each vestment that you can name.
Hey, Darren, take a point away from
Official
Anthony for
best.
complaining.
Yeah, he complained, and then he did exactly what he was complaining about.
Yeah,
All right,
2
right.
points in. 2 points for
All right,
hypocrite.
so I see some right answers, but not many.
I don't even know. Are we where
So who-
Margot's stage break was, or where are we?
We're in Margot's.
Margot's
So who
page
got-
break.
who got in
Anthony
first?
is the first one.
Anthony is worse than me.
Anthony did.
But he
There's the
doesn't know
answer
it.
right there, Angela.
I will find you. Oh, I'm just never gonna live it down. It's fine. It's fine. God keeps me humble.
All right, Lazarus.
All right, I'm gonna. All right, I'm not answering. Can I go?
You're not
Yeah.
answering?
No, this isn't answered.
Well, I'm
I'm
not.
not
This
answering,
isn't
can
me
I go?
double guessing. What I'm saying is, it's
Okay.
either 4 or 6, and it's really just.
All right, Rob, one answer.
I'm gonna go 6.
You got it.
No way.
You
I
got
probably
it.
need
How
to
many?
do
Now you get to
Can-
name
can
as
you
many
name-
as you want.
I could probably name.
Oh,
But you can't get any wrong. You can't like make up any
Right,
words,
so
and
just
that'll
go
take
for
away
it.
all your bonus points.
Take
Oh.
a point
So wait, if
away
I
for
don't guess
guessing.
them all, I don't get any bonus points.
No, I'm saying if you say like shoes, and that's not one of them, then you won't get any
No,
bonus
no, no.
points. You have to be
all right.
confident
I
about
know
what
like
you're saying.
chasuble.
All right.
This is terrible.
Amis, like right? An
Yep.
amis.
Yep.
Amateur.
Is that an amiche? Is that how you pronounce it? I'm trying to think of back when we were doing the trivia game when I would.
When you
Yeah.
were running it.
I'm gonna guess 2 because I don't know anymore.
I have.
All right.
I
So
know the
that's
rest-
a
I know
full
the rest.
bonus point. All right, Margo, what do you got?
Okay, it's chasuble, Amis, stole, maniple.
Oh, I knew stole.
Sing show, and the Boetta, the hat.
No.
Ow.
That does not-
Ow.
you lose it. That's it. You lose them all. You lose them all.
No,
I don't think she was gaining any. You don't get any points.
The last
after
one.
the
The
second
last one is ALB. ALB.
Alb.
Yeah,
So
the little
something
white
interesting
sheet.
about why there's 6, right? There are traditionally, you would say there are 6 powers assigned to the priesthood, right? So each vestment corresponds to one of the 6 powers, which are to say mass, to bless, to command, like to drive out demons, to preach, to baptize, and to forgive sins. 6 powers of the priesthood, 6 vestments.
That's awesome.
All right.
That's amazing.
Gosh.
I
The
like
next
when you
one
go.
is cool.
Wait, real quick before you ask the next question. My youngest brother Frankie. The other day I was working with him. I actually texted you, Jake. My youngest brother
Yeah,
Frankie
yeah.
goes.
Survivor, Frankie?
No, that's Survivor Dom. My youngest brother, everybody loves family references. My youngest brother, Frankie's 23. We were talking about the trivia show, and he goes, "Dude, you know who I really like when you have on? The guy Jake that works for the Mass of the Ages thing. I
Jake
always
from
learn
State
new
Farm. Love that.
because I always learn stuff. when
He's
he
even
comes
got the
on."
red shirt on.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Please tell
definitely
me you're
told
wearing
you guys-
khakis too.
I had to
I
text
definitely-
Jake when he said that to me. I thought it was very
I
cool.
definitely told you guys that I worked for an insurance company, right? And my job was to answer the phone. So I'd say, hey, this is Jake with Nationwide. And everybody would go, oh, I didn't mean to call State Farm.
Oh, that's hilarious. Did you wear
Yeah,
khakis though?
it definitely didn't get old.
Did
All
you
right,
wear
stage
khakis?
break. Let's go.
Are we changing the rules to where we have to wait for the end of the question now?
I think we should.
Yes.
Please.
I think we should wait. At
Okay.
least,
For the love of
yeah,
all
you
that is
should
good.
give the full
Fair.
question.
All right.
Wait till it gets to all hours.
We're going
So-
back to the old rules next week. Just FYI.
So
Yeah.
in the mass,
This is very cutthroat.
in the mass
Rumble.
during the in the Mass during the canon, there are a lot of saints invoked. You can probably picture how that sounds in the Mass.
I
How
can
many of
hear how
them?
it sounds.
How many of them are popes? And I'll give you half of a bonus point for each pope you can
It's
name.
gonna
But
be
you
a total
can't get
guess.
it wrong.
Literally.
It's a total guess.
All right.
I'm gonna try to recite the Roman canon in my head when I.
Margot, don't you follow Mass the Ages on Instagram? You should know this.
All of them.
She's like, y'all have an Instagram?
I think I see a right answer now.
Yeah, I see a right answer. So who got it?
Anthony
I'm in.
did.
So,
What's your name?
isn't it Clement?
No, you gotta put the
Oh,
number first.
don't say the. Don't say the.
No,
Don't say
no,
the.
don't
Number,
say the
number
names.
first. The bonus is for the
Okay.
names.
I'm gonna say 3.
No.
Way.
It's up to me then.
Darren is disgusted with that answer, Anthony.
Oh, it's. Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is. I know what it is.
I'm gonna say 5.
No.
It's between us.
4.
It's not.
Why would you say that?
I think it is. I think
4?
It's not
Peter-
4.
Oh, it's not. Okay, then I'm fine.
2
All right.
points away from
Jake,
Anthony.
Jake is embarrassed right now.
Who's next?
See, this is the downside of going to
Margo,
Novus
next.
Ordo. They never
Next.
use that one.
Margo, are you
Yeah.
gonna go? You're
That's why I'm
muted.
clueless.
Margo, you're muted.
Margo is muted.
We can't hear you.
Hi.
Oh no, her internet's
Mostly muted Margot has Jake internet today.
Must be needed.
Yes, we do.
See, all
5,
right, I'm
No,
No, it's not.
I
It's not
answered
5.
5.
6.
No.
All right,
How many is it?
Robbie.
It's
I'll turn
Anybody
my
left?
camera off when you come down.
Yeah,
Nobody's-
Robbie
oh,
and
never mind.
I guess I
Angela.
might as
Oh.
I just
yeah,
might
they
as well
did.
guess
Never mind.
if it gets all the way down.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh,
10.
No, it's not 10.
All right,
Angela,
All right,
if
listen,
you
my
make-
wife.
Angela, if you don't
Angela,
get
if
this, then nobody
if
loses
you
a point.
if you
If
make
you
a
get it
really
right,
good
everybody
guess-
loses a point.
No, Angela,
no
no.
pressure. No pressure.
Is it
Come
a
on.
biblically significant number?
Is it concupiscence?
I'm not
Come
giving
on.
any hints.
I
Jason,
want
why would you
to
say that?
level a finger.
I'm just
but I
guessing.
won't.
Come on.
Did anybody in the chat get it?
I can't look at
Yeah,
you.
yeah. People got it.
I'm
Yeah,
going
is
to
Darren in the
guess
chat too?
7.
You got it.
Oh, Margo, wow.
She just threw a number out there. Good
Oh,
for you,
my.
Angela. I'm happy for you.
Do you want to try to? Do you want
I'd
to try
rather
to
lose
name
a
any?
point just to see it. guys.
I'll name. I'll go for some of the
Now you can
names.
try to name some.
Call the cameras off.
Wait.
My wife's bringing me
who
down
gets
water and she
to
doesn't want to be on
doesn't
camera.
Angela
so
get
give
to
me a second.
Angela,
Anthony,
you
you're removed. You're good.
Angela's the only
man.
one that gets to do the
So,
bonus.
so try to
How'd
guess
you
the
do that?
bonus.
All right, we're good.
I can't. I honestly, I can't. I go to a Novus Ordo.
Yeah,
I
you
know
should
they
get
never
it.
use it there.
Huh?
Peter Clement.
You should
Peter
get it.
There's
the
set up-
canon at the
Sixtus
Novus Ordo.
Cornelius Cyprian.
Peter's
Okay.
Linus.
Why would Novus Ordo be
Clement,
more likely to get it?
Clement?
Because in the
Clement?
Novus Ordo mass, you hear this part out loud.
One.
Yeah, but
Okay.
they never use Eucharistic
Cyprian,
prayer
Cornelius,
one.
Linus,
Sixtus.
Sixtus.
So
Yeah,
which ones of these are popes? What are your guesses?
Sixtus.
Yep. Sixtus is
um,
one.
Linus.
Yep.
Clement.
Cletus.
Yep.
Anthony,
Clement.
stop giving her answers.
Cyprian's.
I
not.
want her to get the point.
Cyprian.
Cyprian is
No,
not.
Cyprian's
a pope.
not.
Wow.
So she's got. I heard
Cornelius.
that.
Yeah, that's what I got.
she's three.
Oh.
So they're Peter,
Hot.
Linus,
Peter, Linus,
Cletus.
Cletus, Clement,
Cletus,
Clement,
come on,
Sixtus,
Cletus.
Cornelius, Cyprian.
No, it skips. Cyprian
So is it-
and Lawrence and Chrysogonus aren't, but Alexander is.
Alexander. Okay.
Alexander the Sixth.
No.
He would be great to have in the
Yeah,
Roman
so
canon.
that's
All right, so I think Angela got. How many points did she get there?
I said
She just got
Linus,
6.
Clemens. I was gonna say Peter, but that's fine. Yeah. Whatever.
All right.
Whatever you.
All right, so I'm
give me
gonna-
is fine.
I gotta get moving through these. So Anthony, you gotta
Yeah.
stop interrupting.
All right, go ahead. I'll try. I'll do my best.
All right, next question. Many items are sprinkled with holy water when they're blessed. What's the only item that gets washed with holy water?
Ooh.
What?
Oh.
There's almost no chance that anybody has actually been to one of these blessings, but you might have read about it.
Oh,
That
this
is
isn't
not
at the
what I was
mass?
thinking then.
It's not
This
at
isn't-
the mass, no.
I've been to one. It's not at the mass.
I got
I want
nothing.
to.
Have you really?
I want to pull my name out.
You just have to pass.
Yeah. I want to really good draw.
I think I have an actual guess.
Well, you're at the
Yes.
end, so it doesn't matter.
Wait,
Oh,
what?
no,
Oh. I wonder.
The toilet.
Oh.
That is a very holy toilet.
I wonder if it's. Oh, could be that.
All right, so I actually don't see any correct answers in the chat. Apparently, this is a hard question. So who
Yes, it is actually.
Who wants to
buzzed
actually
in
guess?
first?
Not everyone's an expert like you, Jake.
That's what he asked.
do I
me,
get to
right?
guess?
Hey, I
else
just
can?
pulled these from Anthony's Catholic trivia book. I've got nothing to do with it.
Wait, really? You used the trivia book?
No.
Yeah, Anthony invited me over for dinner and we pre-selected all the questions.
Oh.
All right, does
So
anybody
betrayed.
have a guess?
Well, Angela and Robbie get first choice, and then I'll go.
But you don't see a right answer?
Forget
I
it. I'll pass.
I don't.
I was
think
thinking it was within the
White-
context of the
White
mass
Wolf isn't
initially,
correct?
but
Yeah.
We lost
I'm-
Jason
No.
for a few
I was
minutes.
thinking
Ah.
too.
That would've been my guess.
initially, yeah, I was thinking it had to do with the cleansing of the priest's hands. I forgot what it's called, but
No, so the
If
I'm
Angela and
going-
Robbie don't have a guess, I do.
I'm gonna go ahead and pit walk mines to Rob.
go ahead, Rob.
I'm probably wrong, but I'm going to say a new altar.
No, that was a lot of people guessed that in chat. A new altar is washed in oil, but it's not washed in holy water.
And then it's blessed with Gregorian water, right? The altar?
In the old rite, yeah. I'm not sure about the new rite.
must be
Anthony?
Jesse.
Anything?
Anybody else got a guess?
I do want to
I have a
say,
guess. I have a guess.
this is Rob. Is this the most we've had in the chat live?
Close.
Close, right?
40s
Jake,
is
You're a good draw,
We have-
Jake.
39 right now.
We
All
had
right, you guys
42
know
a
what
minute
it
ago,
is?
though.
Okay, I
You guys
can
wanna know what
guess.
it is?
Can I
Go
guess?
on, Margo.
Let Margo guess.
Is it feet, like the feet washing on Holy Thursday?
No.
Nah, it's just normal water.
That's just normal. Okay. I
So
got
it's actually
after-
the bell of a church, and it can only be done. This
Oh.
ceremony can only be done by a bishop. A priest cannot do this ceremony.
Oh, that's
Wow.
really interesting.
Wow.
What question were you
impressive.
on? Was that
Listen,
10?
there's something
Whatever.
really cool about learning.
That's
the
10. That's question 10.
Yeah, that nobody
I'm
ever
on
knew
track
the answer to. I like those once in a while.
All right, so let's. Some of these are a little bit more rapid fire. So let's go like
Okay.
11 through like 15. Let's go a little bit quicker.
Yes.
Yes,
All
sir.
right, so
Oh, wait! I gotta switch over. I'm sorry. I was.
Anthony.
Yeah, hurry up and wait.
Well,
Hurry up and wait.
Jason was gone, and I was just playing with comments. Go ahead.
All right.
Well, goodbye.
So- The feast of Saint Michael is coming up. Which pope?
Hey, guys, no. You guys.
Yeah, that was a
answered the
mistake.
question.
That was a
Hang on.
mistake.
Hang on.
My bad.
Hold
I
on,
forgot.
page break.
Hit a page break and
My
wait.
bad, I
real quick.
forgot.
Real quick. Wait.
I
Hold
need
on.
to be able to mute everyone. Can somebody give me the power to mute everyone?
Everyone's fingers.
I think Jake's gotten a little too power hungry, guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
It wasn't me.
You
Jake,
want the
it wasn't
Thanos
me.
gauntlet.
Oh my gosh.
no.
Jake, he throws me
Yeah.
out of my own stream, bro.
Oh,
Thanos,
I
Jake.
apologize.
All right, so let's go back to the question.
Okay.
So the feast of Saint Michael's coming up. Which pope instituted the feast? And bonus point if you can get the year.
Wow, I have no idea.
This is
Ooh,
crazy. The year
I read
is
a-
crazy. Connor's the history buff, right? Did he get in there?
Yeah, I got
Yep.
it.
Connor's in.
Connor and Rob.
Must be nice. to be a
let's
history
see.
buff.
I don't know the answer, but
Neither do I.
have
I'm just
no
guessing.
clue.
I just read about it and I don't remember.
So people in the chat are asking for the question again. The question again is, the Feast of St. Michael is coming up. Which pope instituted the feast? Bonus point for the year.
Hey.
All right, so I don't see any Pope Michael. I don't see any right answers.
I shouldn't laugh, but that's pretty good.
I don't see any right answers.
May he rest in
Who
peace.
buzzed in first?
Connor did.
I'm just gonna say Pius X. It was I know it was a blessing of a basilica.
It was a blessing
That was-
basilica, but
It's still
you're-
called the
you're-
dedication.
You're many hundreds years off.
That's
Yeah.
what I thought.
Because Jane
It's a
Jane
mean-
Austen
mean
talks
guess.
about
This-
the Michael Mass.
If
Jane,
you
what-
don't
do you
know
read
this-
Jane Austen?
I'm sorry, I said.
Do you do that when you cross stitch?
Oh my.
If you don't know
Wow.
the answer, it'll really surprise
That
you.
was terrible.
Was it in the 400s, Jake? It feels like
It's a little newer than that, but you're close.
okay. Gregory the Great.
No.
No.
No, he just showed that, or they just showed that.
Oh, who we got? We got Jason back. All right, Jason's back.
Does
Jason,
anybody else-
you're back on comments, Jason.
Does anybody else wanna take a guess?
I know I just
Oh,
heard
man.
that. So
Wait, what was the question? I wasn't even listening. Who instituted Michaelmas?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what
That's
year?
basically the question. I think the chat gave up guessing.
Is it Pope Alexander the Sixth? He's my
No.
favorite pope.
Hey,
if you haven't noticed.
Angela,
So
can you tell us that excellent roast again?
Oh, did you miss it?
Yeah.
Sorry. it's the best part is that Darren is going to be teaching me how to cross stitch. So maybe you can teach me how to cross stitch while you read Pride and Prejudice.
There we go.
Oh, all right.
Pride and
Now, I
Prejudice.
wish I hadn't asked now.
Maybe
That's it.
Darren's deep literary knowledge is why he usually wins trivia, though. Who knows?
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Darren's
All right, so
very
it was-
smart.
It was Pope Boniface II, all the way back in the year 530. It's crazy how old that is.
You expected us to get that one right, Jake.
Now you see
Yeah,
why
I
I
did.
pick.
I
now you see
expected
why I
Rob
pick
to
like
get it at least.
I pick like
Next
second
question.
grade
Well,
catechism.
Michael
questions.
Mass is
I'm-
actually like a really important date in those English novels because it tells
It
you
is, yeah.
that
I
it's
don't know why I
yeah.
didn't realize that.
that's autumn months.
All right, so page break. Next one. In the current code of canon law, a
1983.
priest is permitted to say how many masses on a weekday? Monday through Saturday. A
I know
priest is
this.
permitted to say how many masses?
I know this. So Connor, if you're guessing, pass it.
I know this.
No, do not.
I know this.
I can just picture somebody. Somebody rubbing Anthony's shoulders. You got this. You got this.
Let's go. I know an answer.
Yeah.
Now.
That
Let's
was Anthony.
Oh, it looks
Yeah.
like he's had terrible connection issues.
Oh no.
Oh,
Goodbye,
too
Anthony.
bad.
I can boot you
All right,
too,
so I
bro.
see some right answers. I see some right answers. So who got it? Who's in there first?
I
Connor's
did,
first, so
Connor.
2.
he's right.
Two.
He got it.
Yeah.
Say it.
It's technically incorrect.
But you don't have to ask permission to do 2. You can get maximum 3 on Sunday and maximum 2 on the weekday.
You're permitted to say 1. You have to have good reason to say 2. So 2 is an exception to the rule. The rule is 1.
Okay.
And Anthony lost his
You
chance
guys
to.
just robbed my chance to get a point, but all
And
right.
But I asked that question. I asked that question because I was talking with a priest friend of mine about this, and I thought it was 2 as well because a lot of priests just celebrate 2 masses, and he said it's because not enough priests take this seriously, and the rule is there so that you aren't, so that you're still making proper preparations for mass and you're still being thankful and focusing on what you're doing. And if you're offering many masses a day, it gets harder and harder to do that. And so a really conscientious priest will only say 1 mass unless there's a really, really good reason. Now, the Code of Canon Law does leave it up to each priest
I agree, radical mothering.
to pick what the
Wait,
pick
but
what
if
the good
it's
reason
left,
is.
if it's left up to the priest, shouldn't it? I mean, I got it right insofar as I knew the maximum was 2. I knew that.
I think Darren.
No, it's not.
Darren's got to
No,
give
it's
Connor
important.
and me a point.
No, it's important.
And take a point away from Jake.
No, I'm going to get a canon lawyer on here. The wording of it is important, right? You're permitted to say 1. There's an exception that allows you to say 2. So the rule is not 2. The exception is 2.
This
I
wouldn't
know,
be a
but
proper
within
trivia
the
show if we
rules,
didn't
you
fight
can do
about one
two.
question.
But I think it's an interesting trivia question because it's an important distinction that more priests need to pay attention to.
We
Yeah.
never fight like this on normal
What-
questions, Jake.
I just wish it was worded a little
It's
bit
usually,
like
it's
that.
usually,
Next
it's
question.
usually, much
It's
more
literally
fun.
all of us telling Anthony what the correct answer is.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I miss Anthony.
All right, let's go.
All right.
Move on. Wait, page break. Hang on. Let me get my. Oh,
It's in there.
It's already in
hold
there.
on. All right, hold on. Let me get my initial in. Hang on.
No!
Takes you that long to type one letter.
No, because I
All right.
All right, ready.
All right, so if you've been on this show before, or if you follow Mass Age on Instagram, you might know this one pretty quickly, even though it's an obscure question. How many saints were removed from the church calendar during the Reform?
No, not even
Oh,
gonna try.
gosh.
Nope.
Wait,
How many will we move?
I didn't realize that I should be studying your account for this upcoming test.
It's all about how badly you want to win the sign, I guess. What lengths are you willing to
That's
go
not
to?
fair.
I'm gonna have to add you guys on
I just don't
Instagram.
get fired.
Angela is currently in first
I'm
place.
kind
by the
of
way.
no way.
guys
Yeah,
I'm
Margot.
I'm
Wait,
kind of the
lose this.
resident idiot here. So
You have 2.5 points. You got
If
one
I
So
and a half
you
points
think
off
you
the.
know
can't win, Cameron's gonna
semantics?
fire me.
That's so accurate.
Rupia, that's very funny, bro.
Oh,
Man,
that's
Anthony,
great.
everybody roasts you hard in the chats.
That's great. Put them up. Man. Put them up. Hang on, let me type into Google, Anthony.
Okay. Semantics is so right at this point.
No one knows this.
Look at White Wolf.
I'd love to see Jake
No one has
referee a
buzzed
women's
in.
volleyball.
I've actually done that before, White Wolf.
Jake, listen, Jake
Um,
does have a hard out at about 9:15, so
all right, let's do it. Come
so
on
we
now.
do have to keep
All right.
moving.
Did anybody?
We still got an hour.
And,
No,
no, real
I
people
got it.
time, not your fake time.
Oh, sorry. I was thinking.
How dare
actual
you?
Time.
Yeah, well, this is normal people time in the central.
I
There's
don't-
no
it's
such
okay
thing as
when-
central time.
It's
I
okay
don't
when
think I
Jeremiah
see-
say it, but
I don't think I see any in the chat, and in fact, most people are off by like several hundred. If that gives you any hints.
No
Hundreds,
one's gonna get that.
Wow.
Give up.
hundreds of saints.
How about
That's
how about I
crazy.
make it
That's
easier?
crazy.
How about,
Fine,
how about I make it easier? Do a page break. I'll
Price is
reword
Right
the question.
rules.
I'll reword the question.
Price is
We're gonna
Right
ask this
rules.
question again.
how many saints did they leave?
3.1
Hold
points.
on. No, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that.
All right. So I'm gonna give you 3 ranges, and you have to guess the range, right?
Okay.
Was it 100? Was it 100 to 300? 300 to 600? 600 to 900?
Whoa, why are you putting page break? Oh no, I got it right.
Settle
Maybe this is a
down.
total guess.
So
Total
bad.
guess. Are we doing all the rigid ones?
All the rigid.
I'm gonna say
So
3
who-
to 6, just out of odds being 3 to 6.
Yeah, it's 305.
All right. Price is Right rules.
You got it, Anthony.
There- Price is Right rules are easy.
All right.
I feel like that was a
Now
tough
name-
point.
Wrong.
300 things that will we moved. For bonus points, name every state that was removed.
Yeah, really. All right. This is a true or false. So you got a 50-50 shot. So everybody just buzz in.
Well, not right now. Not right.
Gotta wait till the
Guys.
questions asked.
I'm kidding.
We
I'm
just
kidding.
changed the rules.
Gotta wait till the questions asked.
True or false? At the traditional Latin Mass, women
Jason.
are required to wear a veil.
Who's required?
Whoa. Stay mostly calm there,
True.
Margot.
True or false? At the traditional Latin Mass, women
Mostly
are
clam.
required to wear a veil.
Mostly clam.
This could be a trick question there, Jake.
It's not a trick question. This is the
Yes,
correct
it-
answer.
Depends
Yeah,
on
You're
well,
better off
yeah.
getting the second one. So I usually don't ask true or false because then the person who's in second automatically gets the point. So I try.
Well,
not to
that's
ask
interesting because it's actually my show tonight. But
those. Trying to point out how I'm a better host.
Dang.
I have a good memory. I have a good memory, and I remember just one question ago.
Yeah.
thrilled for semantics,
Go,
and then here's
Jake.
Anthony like, "Oh, here's the rule book, Jake. Why don't you read the rule book?"
If Jake can go through all the answers, and wait to get an answer, he can get all our answers.
Angela winning at this point.
Jake, if you keep it up, we're gonna have to buy Anthony another computer as he spits water all over it.
All right, so who was in for the? So how do you want to do it, Anthony? Nobody can steal, like the first.
Yeah, you
person
can't do
just
it.
in
You
this
can't
round?
steal.
Yeah,
So whoever guesses either-
gets that guess. and then
yeah, so I think it's Margot's in. So if Margot gets it wrong, she loses a point. She gets it right, she gets the point.
What? No, it's Angela.
No, Angela.
No. Oh, that's a page break for Margot?
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
yeah. Clean up the show.
Bye.
Angela. Go, Angela.
Okay. I'm going to say false because it doesn't necessarily have to be right.
Well,
But
it
it
is
can be a
false.
head covering,
It is
right?
false. That's not the reason, but it is false. Yeah.
Oh,
It's false.
do I get, like,
because
half
after
of
the
it?
council, they took
how does
that
this
away.
work? I was gonna say
Yeah,
false.
they
Either
took
way.
the requirement away in 1983. It used to be required, but it's not anymore.
Oh.
Wait, it was
So even though
required
Wait,
even in the Novus Ordo up until 83 or no?
Like,
Yeah, because that's when the Code of Canon Law changed.
Yeah,
yeah,
so
it's
that's
not a
crazy. So-
rubric in it's not a rubric in mass. It's in canon law.
yeah, but that means people were still supposed to wear like.
Does that surprise you that people didn't follow canon law?
Why do you
No,
think
not
the
re-
rule
no,
was changed?
No, Rob,
Why do you
but I
think the
would've
rule
thought
was
they would've-
changed?
I would have thought they would have changed that.
Angela has 3.5 points. Anthony is right on her tail at 3 points.
Ooh.
And then that's
All right, so let
Robert
me
at 1.
let me
Wait
figure
a
out how to
minute.
word
You're
this
telling
one
me
in a
me
way
and
that
Angela
makes-
beating Rob right now?
I'm telling you,
Angela.
bonus questions suck.
Angela, you got this, girl. Let's go.
All right, so
Purple hair wear now.
Come on, Angela.
So
Me and you got
in
this.
the-
We got to beat Rob.
Stop.
in the Kyrie, we address each person of the Trinity. Kyrie addresses God the Father, Christe addresses God the Son, and then the third Kyrie addresses God the Holy Spirit.
Yeah.
When we talk to God the Son in the Kyrie, we change the word to be Christe. What about Jesus are we calling out by doing this?
I didn't get it in time.
Oh, it's easy.
Mark
so
lost
easy.
reception. Just so
What's
you know.
easy smoke?
So we
What's
call
the
the Holy
reason?
Spirit
Holy Spirit.
and God the Father. We call them both. We address them both as Kyrie, but we don't address the Son that way. Why is that?
Ooh.
Wait,
All right,
why
so I
is that?
see.
Oh, you got some answers.
See one right answer.
Yeah, I see one that's right and one that I would probably. Oh, there's definitely 2 right ones, 3 right ones, and one that I would take. Oh yeah, people are getting it now. All right, who's first?
All right.
Robbie.
I'm up to bat. I'm gonna say because he is the anointed one, the Messiah.
Yeah, that's right. We're calling out his messianic.
Way to go, Robbie.
Messianic call, right?
Are we counting humanity?
Yeah,
Board.
I'm going to agree with this after he accused me of Googling.
It's kind of like you could be calling out multiple things, right? But Christ means anointed one, which calls out that he's the Messiah, but that also kind of secondarily calls out his human nature because the Messiah had to have a human nature, right? So it's kind of like a trail. So really anything on that trail would have worked, but yeah, calling out that he's the Messiah, the anointed
Jason.
one.
You're not
Humanity,
gonna
I guess,
play.
would have been. Humanity would have been like the meta answer because you would have started at the end of that trail, so that would have been pretty cool. But yeah, all right, so you get a point for that. All right, a couple more. Oh, this is just a probably another random guess for you, unless you're a history buff.
Connor.
All right, until the 1960s and 70s, blessed salt had been used in baptism since at least what century?
Ooh.
We know for a fact that salt has been used in baptisms since this century.
This would be a guess, but I have a good guess. I'm going to throw it up there for a guess.
I can have a total guess just for fun.
There's a difference between history buff and liturgical history buff.
Well, get working on the little G, Connor.
What, Mario?
Get working on the little G part of the history.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying that's very different.
Here's what happens before the 6th.
Good point,
That's
Dom.
just because that's when you were born, Dom.
Ooh.
All right, so I see a couple right answers. So who's got it?
I do.
Rob.
All right, Rob, what you got?
3rd century.
No, sir.
That was my guess.
4th century.
Yeah, Augustine wrote about it at the end of the 4th century. But it really dates back to the use of blessed salt. Really dates back to the book of 2 Kings, right? When Elisha used it. The new springtime.
Get out of here, Joe.
Yeah, exactly. What year did the new springtime start? I'm a little behind on my calendar.
1972. No, 79, because Pope John Paul II announced it. Pope John Paul II announced the new Pentecost and the new springtime.
Man, that was my next question.
Are you serious?
Wow. I get a point. Give me the point.
No.
All right.
Anthony, you get no points.
No
You
points.
get negative 100.
All right, so this is another kind
That's
of
a
history
brutal
question, but
penalty.
also this question is also just to call out anybody who hasn't seen Mass Ages episode 2.
Oh.
The chief architect of the new Mass, Annibale Bugnini.
We all broke the rule. We all broke the rule.
I'm
New page
still
break.
abiding
I
by
thought
the
the
rules.
answer was going to be Annibale Bugnini.
So the
All right.
chief architect of the new Mass was Annibale Bugnini. He was exiled by Pope Paul VI. To what country did
You
he
guys
get
broke the rule again.
Yeah, it came in too fast. He didn't finish the question.
I heard the
Angela was the first one
No,
after the end of the question.
I think I was
bullcrap.
the first one.
No way. All right, I'll give it to Angela, but I'm up
Angela.
next.
I'm like
No.
kind of nervous because I think I know,
Angela,
but I'm
you can pass it to me.
afraid.
He
I'm
said to
afraid.
what country? When I
got
put
it,
in.
Ange.
No, to what? Yeah, he was still
man.
talking though.
I know
He
this.
said to which country? I knew it was the end.
He said, "Which country was he born in?"
He couldn't do no damage.
No, he didn't. He
Whatever
said,
this
where
guy
was
does,
he
man.
Mad that he
exiled
doesn't know
to?
the
Country.
answer to this one.
I do know the answer to
No,
this
you
one.
don't. You were so
I do.
late.
I
You were
have
like
two
fourth in line.
Come on,
places
can I
in
please
mind,
get-
and I'm afraid. I
give
don't want to
up.
lose any more points and let Anthony win right now.
Ange,
But if
I
you
don't
give
care
him
if
the
you win. I
point,
want you
he'll
to
take
win.
it.
As long as Rob doesn't win, I'm happy.
Wait. I'll let Rob answer.
No, it's my turn after you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No,
I'll
it's
let-
not.
What do you
If-
mean? It should be
If
me.
he answers
You
right, he's gonna
Anthony
jump you.
Connor broke the rule.
I'm so
Oh, crap.
confused.
First off, I was the first one in. I was supposed to
Where
get
you
the
at?
answer on
I
this.
was the first
Oh.
one.
All right, well, you better
This
get
is
it right then,
nonsense.
Anthony. What you got?
Get it
I
right.
ran.
No.
Yeah, that's right.
Dang
You
it.
got the point.
Stupid. First,
Okay, except Anthony and
definitely
Connor pressed
I let
enter
him
when there
finish.
was like
You're a sore loser,
3 words
Rob.
left.
Don't be a sore
let him
loser,
finish.
Yeah,
Rob.
they did.
No,
But
Anthony
that's fine.
did not wait at all. I waited until he finished. to
Connor,
where did he
your
go?
luck came in nearly a third of a second after
Okay.
Anthony.
Oh my goodness.
All right,
You
let's
get the
go.
point.
Children.
All right.
What number question? The 13,
I believe
14?
17. Right?
We can do
All right,
15.
you ready?
We can do 15.
Let's go.
We're on
guys
question
ready?
17.
Oh, okay. Then we'll go 20.
Which pope called the Second Vatican Council?
Ugh,
That's nonsense.
I
Margot
wasn't
cheated.
fast enough.
I wasn't.
Margot cheated.
She got
I was
it.
doing the right thing,
Margot
trying to wait
cheated.
for the question to finish.
This is turning into a show of semantics.
Well,
This
let's
is
see if Margot
ridiculous.
gets it. Margot's in.
I see some right answers, but apparently it's trickier than I thought it was.
No, it's not.
It's really not.
All right, so who's
It's really
who's
not.
first?
We're gonna give
Margot.
it to Margot.
All right, what
Pope
you got?
Pope John the 23rd.
You got it.
He's also the
Alright.
Pope that closed Vatican I.
Yes.
Actually,
Yeah.
he didn't. Nobody closed Vatican
He
They
formally
had
closed
to
Vatican
close
I
it
in
to start
1960.
Vatican
I. I'm pretty sure it's still open technically.
I'm pretty sure it's not.
II. They can't have two
Okay.
councils open at the same time.
Yeah.
Well, only one
We can
is
do it.
right
We
now.
have two popes. We almost have two
Nerd
popes.
fight.
All right, what's the next question?
Yeah, well, the thing is, listen, I'm gonna just real quick because Rob has a tendency to like steal things from Connor. So like, just saying, I'm gonna go with Connor on this one because Rob
Next-
likes to
next
jump over
question,
Connor's
ready?
toes a
Yeah,
little
next
bit.
question.
Listen to Jake.
Which pope closed the Second Vatican Council?
Come on, you guys are just cheating now.
Margot just keeps jumping the gun every time.
Yeah, Margot,
No, he
you
finished.
can't jump the gun.
He
He
finished.
did not finish.
I,
Did not
Yes,
finish.
he did.
pretty sure he finished.
No, he didn't.
Do I need
waited
to
until the
switch
question
over?
was done.
Do I need to switch over and be the arbitrator of truth?
You
on
might
this?
have to.
You might have to.
You guys are taking
Yeah.
it way too seriously.
He totally had finished talking.
All
No,
right.
he didn't, Margot. You just knew the answer and decided that he was done, but he
Maybe
wasn't.
she's in the future, like I
All
usually
right.
am.
Yeah, she is in the future, like you are.
All right, there's a bunch of right answers. So who are we giving it to? I wasn't
Margot.
watching the private chat.
Pope Paul VI.
You got
Apparently,
it.
Margot decided who got it.
Anthony, make sure you're lying. I'm just trying to keep it light. I see the contestants getting a little like they want to fight each other right now, but who got in first? It's making me nervous.
All right.
Margo, you
so
want to click in
I have-
now?
Question 19.
That was question 19, I think. Right?
Was it?
Oh,
That's the last
I
question.
thought that was 18, but it could be.
Okay, well, I
19.
have two more. We can do two more,
All
but
right.
one of them's true false, with Anthony's going to grill me for.
Don't worry, ignore
So,
him.
those who attend the Church of Latin Mass or who know about it love the the Pope Benedict XVI's Summorum Pontificum, right? Because it gave priests a lot more freedom to celebrate. Said it was never abrogated. What year did Summorum Pontificum come out?
Oh no!
We
Anthony,
all
Robin, Connor out. Margot's up.
Yeah, he's right, actually.
Margot clicked
This-
in after.
I hate this rule.
I heard him say what year, and I
He
clicked it when
didn't
he said
finish
what
the
year.
question. He didn't finish the question. I'm the final arbitrator on this.
If I knew you were actually judging, I would have clicked.
Margot's up.
wait, me? Again?
Yeah.
Yeah, they all
Okay.
checked in too early, accusing
2000
you of something that they did
2007.
themselves.
2007.
Yeah, 2000.
Way to go, Margot.
If you were watching,
Is
she
Margot
definitely
gonna
did
pull?
it last
Is
time.
Margot gonna pull through in the end?
She,
Yeah,
I think she
might.
might. She might.
She already has
Well,
one. She,
Yeah, that's not fair.
Well, listen. If Margot pulls through and she wins the sign, I just get to pick who I want to send it to.
That's how.
So-
That's how I
So
usually do it anyway.
can we?
Well,
I mean,
yeah,
can we
that's
get
true.
like the pity prize? That's what I.
So-
I mean, I'm okay with the pity prize.
No, listen.
So here's-
listen.
It is okay
If
with
anybody
the-
beats Margot, they get her job at Mass of the Ages.
Oh no!
Our stakes are a little higher now.
If anybody beats Margot, they get her job at
All right.
Mass of the Ages.
Here's
Darren,
here's the score total. It's Anthony with 4, Angela with 3.5, Margot with 2.
All right,
Yeah,
Anthony.
well, then.
ooh, there's only one question left. Only Angela can beat
Well,
me or
that's
tie
defeats
me.
my job.
Angela,
I
get
do
in there.
have a point.
We could have a
right?
tie and then a tiebreaker.
It's
Listen,
Actually,
well,
no,
listen,
she
though,
has a
this
half
is-
a point. It wouldn't be a tie.
Darren, do I have a point?
All right.
Just wondering.
Yes,
Angela,
a
enjoy
point.
my
Well,
job.
I thought this was going to be a problem that it's a true or false, but it actually works out since it's a close race. Because if you buzz in to try to win the game and you get it wrong, it could
Mhm.
it could tip things, right?
All right, let's see.
Okay. The current code. This is true or false. The current code of canon law states that we must abstain from meat on all Fridays of the year.
Okay, a lot of you went in before you finished.
Yeah.
Jason, were you judging?
No, I looked at it. Robbie was like on the money, pretty much.
Come on, that's nonsense.
And
I,
then-
waited,
the only-
I literally
I
was
was
waiting
on
for
the
the
money. I
question.
waited-
and then
Yeah,
I-
and
I waited
Rob-
till the
Rob-
finish.
Rob Blyton was without question after Robbie was like right on the
Yeah, I
time.
was right on
That's
the
fine.
edge,
That's fine. Let
yeah.
Robbie have it.
Bye, Robbie.
Ready? Oh, we got some right answers in the comments.
Yeah,
Anthony's not treating
All
his
right.
guests very well on here tonight. He should be letting them win instead of trying to win your own show.
No,
I just
Isn't that what
stopped
you told me
caring.
last week?
I know, but I'm very
All right,
competitive.
Robbie. All right, Robbie.
Robbie.
All right, current code of canon. Meet on Fridays. True or false?
All Fridays
I'm
in
just
the
go with
year.
my gut instinct. I'm gonna say it's false.
No, it's true.
It's true.
It's true.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's
That's
true.
the
I
leader.
think that'll.
So they just leave it up. They just leave it up to the.
It's
bishop
either
and
you
the
eat,
guys.
either you abstain from meat, or you do an some act of
Another type of
piety
penance.
or an act of charity.
Oh, see, that's what I thought.
Darren has been
Oh,
dying this
sure.
entire
just
show
always
to
meat.
jump in.
I thought
that's
it was
what
that
it
you
is.
have
Yeah,
to give
I'm so-
something
Isn't
else
it
up.
torturous?
No, so the
Ange,
stipulation.
you got to get the
so
next
this
question,
is-
Ange.
Hold on.
This is canon
There's no-
1251. The stipulation actually, Americans think that that's the stipulation because
But it's false.
Our Episcopal Conference has said meat or some other form of
Yeah.
penance, but that's not
Oh,
what canon law says. Canon law gives Episcopal conferences the ability to prescribe another form of penance, but most haven't. So throughout most of the world, it's meat. And most people don't know that. So if you're eating meat on Fridays, canon law says stop.
Don't eat meat on Friday.
Don't eat
So
meat
that
on
was-
Fridays.
no
Margot
meat.
will yell at you. Believe
That
me,
was
I've done
20.
it.
That was
She's
20
very
questions.
calm.
So
She's mostly
who's the winner?
Anthony has 4, and
I
Angela
cannot
has 3.5.
believe I
Unbelievable.
Arno has 2.
Did
So
you
I
take
think
You
away
should
Anthony's
have
points?
let Anthony
I don't-
answer. He would have said false and
I
lost
feel
his
bad.
point.
I feel bad. I didn't want to win. I just wanted Rob to lose.
No, you totally wanted to.
I
win.
wanted
Look at Rob
Yeah.
sitting
So
back like
badly.
this.
Yeah, you know what?
Rob.
Rob is a good host of his show. You were very bad by treating your guests like this. Isn't
Yeah,
that what you told me last
him,
week?
and you are fired.
Jake, you were awesome tonight, man. You asked the perfect
Thanks for having
questions.
me.
That's why I won.
Round of applause for Jake.
Jake,
Now I'm convinced
we're
you
gonna do
guys
now.
colluded.
Here's what we're gonna do
beforehand.
now. Jake, in the chat, who won the chat, Darren?
Tobias had 12.
Okay.
Nice.
Wow,
Timothy
you guys
had
are
8.
so much smarter than we are.
Don had 7, and then there's a tie for 4th place at 4.
All right, who's that?
Prepping for Heaven, Brick, and Andy.
We're gonna go prepping for heaven.
Ye-
Tobias has won. Tobias, you've won something, right?
Goomba wins his own show.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Jake.
I absolutely agree with you.
So look, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna say this. Actually, Jake, you pick one chat winner, and I'm gonna give mine to so Tobias is one, that's right. So I'm gonna give Prepping for Heaven mine. So Jake, you pick anyone that you want to give the prize to.
This is a trap. Anthony's gonna.
Yeah.
Anthony's gonna take
Why you
it back.
gotta run the bit?
No matter what happens, Anthony's gonna find a way to pick the winner.
No, I'm giving mine. Wait, who's that dumb, stupid gaming channel? Is that making fun of us?
Yeah, I think it might be.
All right, so I'm giving mine away to Prepping for Heaven because Prepping for Heaven has not won on our channel yet, and they are pretty new. They've come for a few. Teal Matson's new.
Hey, by the way, Luminous Mother, you promised her a long time ago to win, and she's
You
on.
have.
She was on
Well,
tonight.
all right. So now Light of Christ is also from Paleocrash channel.
Hey Anthony, I've got a bunch of cool stuff I could send out if you want to pick multiple winners.
I would like to give one to Luminous Mother, Light of Christ.
Brick's never won anything either.
Brick.
No.
He's gonna win a prize because he spends time with us in Ohio.
Yeah,
That's
Brick.
his prize. That's his prize.
Yeah,
That's a
Brick's gonna get it.
penance, dude. That's a penance.
That is not a prize.
Okay, so look, here we go. Prepping for Heaven is foregoing her prize or his prize. We're not sure if it's
Aw.
a guy or girl. Just love being part of the show and supporting
They've
that. We
told us
honestly
before.
appreciate that so much.
Yeah, we've actually
a
offered
female.
it to them before.
Okay, so Prepping for Heaven, you choose who's getting your
Oh
prize.
my, this is insane.
She's a female, by the way. She's told us before.
Okay, good.
We've
Okay,
asked her.
so
So I've completely lost track. So Anthony, you collect the addresses. Send me like
Misogynist.
I will do
three
that.
or-
I will do that.
Send me like 3 or 4, and I've got some cool stuff I can send out.
Okay, Jake, thank you so much for hosting, man. I know you're busy. You can pop off. We'll close everything out.
Yeah.
All right, sounds good.
Bye, Jake.
Thanks a
Thank
lot,
you,
guys.
Jake, so
All right,
much, man. I
Thank you
appreciate
so
it.
much.
All right, so what we'll do is, who wants a prize? Let's start with that.
Yeah, you know what could go wrong.
Anthony misgendered Prepping for Heaven.
Oh, I
This
mean,
part is always so complex.
oh, give it to.
I still can't believe the two.
Look at this
That's
one.
some
Two
sucky
masses.
making fun of my Dunkin' Donuts thing yesterday. Timothy wants a prize. Timothy won, so let's get Timothy a prize. All right, so Timothy, you
Everyone,
guys have to. Rob,
email
why don't you,
me your names and addresses.
Yeah, so Rob. All right, so team. And
What's
Avoiding
going?
Babylon.
What is going on?
I don't know. I'm not touching it.
Make you some tomorrow.
Oh,
Oh,
she's
no,
gonna
Angela's
put us
just-
on mute.
All right,
Yeah.
so team and Avoiding Babylon. So anybody, let's see, we're going.
She
Light
was
of
a
Christ.
first timer too, as well. Just FYI.
Okay,
Tasha.
I know. Actually,
Yes,
know
you do
who-
compete in the chat, Radical Mothering. We do this every week, and we try to be as interactive with the chat as possible. Tonight was Jason's first night actually controlling the chat, so he did a pretty good job. I think congratulations are in order from Jason.
A lot of
But not a
pressure.
prize.
Tonight.
A lot of pressure.
No,
What were you saying?
I know we can do that dumb stupid gaming channel. I actually know who that is.
You do know who it is?
Yeah, it's from.
Are they making fun of us?
No, it's one of my friends on Twitter from my group chat.
Oh, okay.
So, and he's first timer.
Hey, Angela, have your daughter put her arms underneath yours and beat your arm, like scratching.
Oh my God. She's tickling.
All right, so here's what I'm going to say. Luminous Mother, send me your address. Light of Christ, send your address.
Brick. We should do Brick.
Brick. Oh, we'll see, Brick. I'll bring you a package if you're really coming to Steubenville.
No way.
And I say, since Hillary said she had fun, let's give Hillary a prize.
Okay,
So,
email
guys,
too.
send email address. Send your addresses to team@avoidingbabylon, and we will have a few Master of the Ages prizes sent out to you guys.
I was gonna say, Brick, send me your address too. That way you get a Master of the Ages prize and not one of our crappy
Well,
prizes.
I was going to bring him a package that Trevor gave me. I still have a package from Trevor.
Oh,
So
okay.
we're going to see Brick in Steubenville. I have a package for you. I mean, look, I still have.
Oh my gosh!
I still have. This is from Trevor, so I have stuff for Brick. So Brick, if you're going to see us, we got you. Oh, Enoch, you missed a fun one.
Fun is a word. I don't know if it's the right word.
Lou says it was a mess as usual.
It was
As long as it's a mess,
frustrating.
that's all that matters.
Yeah, listen, all the new people. So even TL Matson, send your
Yeah,
address to
that's my friend Terry.
Robert or team at Avoiding Babylon.
That's my friend Terry. Get her a prize.
Yes, send your. All right, so that's the email address, guys. This was fun tonight.
You're such a grifter with all these prizes you're giving away.
Well, listen, just so the new people know.
Anything this time.
Just so the new people know.
Complete opposite of a grifter.
Just so the new people know, you're winning a prize tonight. You're never winning again. We're like a drug dealer. The first taste is free.
You want to come back to get more.
Radical Mothering, this is your first live show too. You could give us your address. We'll send you something.
You will get another prize if you ever threaten to stop watching.
Yeah. So we're like a phone company. It's like the phone company. If you call them, you're like, I'm going to Verizon. AT&T will be like, oh no, we'll give
I'm
you
going to
50% off.
I'm going to Brad's channel. I'm going to Pints.
Doesn't
give anything.
As long as Jake's giving them away, he's generous. I am terrible with surprises. It's not good. Listen, we're not giving any cars away. No, but Timothy, you did get to crush the chat tonight. All right, guys, this was fun tonight, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Who's promoting stuff?
Let's start with Jason. Oh, nope. Sorry, Jason. I didn't mean to remove. Okay.
Well, no, I mean, I don't have anything at the moment to promote. I'll be actually from Saturday to the end of next week. I'll be on vacation, so I don't have anything at the moment.
What was your last episode?
What's that?
Go ahead.
What was your last episode?
Oh, the last episode we had Jeremiah Bannister on the Paleocrat. We talked about the charismatic Catholic movement. So it was interesting. A lot of like I said, still a lot of questions, but a lot of questions answered as well. So
a very good show. Check it out.
Yes. And just so Jason knows, once again, Mark actually texted me, and he and I are setting up my first appearance on Tradman because Jason's been on our channel.
I told
37
him to
times.
make sure he said it was my idea.
37 times Jason's been on our show, and I still have never had an invite on Tradman except from Mark. Jason still has not invited me on, but me and Mark have one planned out that we've been talking about.
Did you just forget about the whole episode we all did together on their channel?
Yeah, but that was really like a fight over.
Views, by the way.
That wasn't us on their channel. That was
That's true.
Guys, let's do something together, and we kind of argued.
And just so you know, Mark sent me a text and asked me permission if you could be on first, and I said yes. We will allow him to be on our show.
Wait, the main thing we do want to promote tonight is the fundraiser for Robbie. Like, guys, please, you guys are all always so generous. Please, if there's anything that you guys help out with, like, this is important. Robbie's got a very, very rough few weeks ahead of him. So, I mean, I'm going to promote this on Twitter. I'm going to be pushing this a lot on all our videos. We're going to really be pushing this. We would like to at least give him a little peace of mind while he's trying to find a new job. Just imagine you lost your job. You have 4 kids to support. That has got to be one of the scariest things in the world. So please, guys, let's help give this guy a little bit of a cushion so he could sleep at night and not be stressed about it.
I'm on
yes, the Catholic Identity
now,
Conference.
so it ain't too much stress hitting me. No,
I'm just imagining myself in that position, Robbie. And just so everybody
no,
knows, Robbie
for
has,
sure, yeah.
Yeah,
No,
Robbie
I'm just
has
saying,
had-
like, generally I would be, but these antidepressants I'm on now, man, I swear, like, I can get hit by a truck and I'm good, yo.
I will say this. Robbie did not ask me to do this. Robbie did not in any way. Like, this was not something he was like, "Oh, can you help me out?" No.
Also,
Rob-
for the record,
Rob Blyton
Anthony
and
didn't
I-
do this. I did.
Oh, we did it. What do you mean? We both decided. You wrote it up.
God, man.
I mean, I set it up.
You set it up, but it was both of us that wanted to do it
Yes,
for him.
yes, definitely.
So,
No,
but yeah,
no,
no,
for sure.
Robbie did not ask for this, guys. This is not one of those things. So,
No, thank y'all, man. Y'all a blessing, man, and I appreciate, just keep me in prayer. It's gonna be all right. I'll bounce back.
and we're still gonna see you next weekend, right?
Oh yeah. That's
right.
done deal.
All right. Unfortunately, you have to sleep in the same room as Jason, and I don't know.
Oh, that's all right. Yeah, me and Jay,
I don't know how you're gonna handle. Nah, we're gonna stick the Tradmen together, so that it'll be Mark and Jason in one room.
Yeah, I just don't want that baby crib. Don't put me in the baby crib.
I thought that was me and Anthony's.
Yeah, me and Jason.
Please
basically.
live stream the whole thing.
We'll
Gay.
figure it out. We just gotta
bring
bring.
live streamed.
We gotta bring air matches. We're gonna live stream. We're definitely gonna live stream. So
Not sleeping though.
Angela, you have a big show tomorrow, also, don't you?
Oh, do I?
Well, on Relative Radio, you
Just
have a
kidding.
big one, and then you have a show in the afternoon.
I mean, yeah. So I co-host a radio show for our local Twin Cities affiliate. But yeah, there's been some big news here in the Twin Cities. That's also my oldest daughter.
That's what's up.
But yeah, so I think we're gonna plan to do a live. We had the FBI come to our local Planned Parenthood in the Twin Cities to ask questions about an incident that happened. So anyway, that we're gonna do a live about that tomorrow. It's probably gonna broadcast from, I don't know, if you're not subscribed to my channel, it's probably gonna be on my channel. Anyway, but then I also have an interview coming up with I just recorded with Daria Little yesterday. For those of you who are not familiar, she is a convert from Islam and she's a traditional Catholic. She's amazing. And then I just recorded another interview today about domestic violence.
Oh, wow.
So October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and on top of it being like Respect Life Month. But it was a good follow-up for me after my interview with Layla Miller several months ago about adult children of divorce, because domestic violence is usually a big reason why women might choose to separate or divorce their husband. So I just thought it was a fair way to approach that issue. And I have a really great guest on. It was really a great interview. So I hope that you guys, if you're not already subscribed to my channel, subscribe on YouTube and go over to your favorite podcasting platform, and you will find that stuff there. I'll publish my interview with Daria this week and the domestic violence interview next week.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
Joe, check
excellent.
out that interview. I feel like it was before I started recording on YouTube or like publishing my interviews on YouTube. So that is only available on my podcasting platform. So if you haven't listened to that interview with Layla, it was a really great interview. Go find it on podcast. So
Yeah, it was one of the
I
first
wish-
ones I listened to, and it, like I've mentioned before, it's a good one.
I wish Steve was coming to Steubenville with us, man. We gotta get Steve over there with us. That'll be a fun one.
Steve says he's banned.
From Steubenville?
Yeah, I think he's legitimately banned.
That's funny. All right, Connor, what do you got coming up?
So, okay. On Monday, I did well, on Monday I did the live stream about the Italian new prime minister with Rob and Anthony, which was a whole lot of fun. Anthony stole part of the broadcast to use as bait on Avoiding Babylon. But check out the full thing on plot lines, and then on Friday is the review or the series reviewing the Rings of Power. And then next week I interviewed Enoch, and that will be releasing next Monday at noon Central. It will be premiering. So if you want to watch that time, I'll be in the comments. But check that out.
Yes, when I'm not stealing things from Connor, we're producing things on our channel.
No, when you're not stealing things from Connor, Rob's stealing things from Connor.
Yeah, man. Rob.
Oh my goodness.
When I'm not, it's Eric Salmon's that SOB.
I'm premiering things on Monday now because Eric Salmon's just always premieres everything on Tuesday.
Tuesday and Friday is Eric's days.
I didn't know that was stealing. I thought that was, first off, you muted me when I went on my rant. I thought you were mad about the rant. Freaking Rob prejudiced against Italians.
You claim someone's homeland doesn't exist, and they get all.
You're trying to delete our presence, and I don't like it.
I have noticed on Twitter there's more and more people making the argument Italy doesn't exist now because of Rob.
I'm not going to have this conversation with you guys.
Rob's great.
Not only does Italy
Germany
exist,
doesn't
Who's
exist
talking?
either.
Who's talking?
Not him.
Oh.
Germany doesn't
you don't want
exist, and I'm
Italians
pretty-
to exist.
I'm
That's
very
the real
German.
problem.
So,
Racist.
but Margo, what is Mass of the Ages up to?
We're gonna have we have a big announcement coming up at the end of November. But until then, we're just kind of in prep mode for some big announcements coming up at the end of November. Can't really say more than that right now.
Obscure, and I like it.
We should try that more, Anthony. We should try to be mysterious.
We have we do have some good things planned for October. I
think Darren has something.
No, guys, honestly, what I will say is
I think Darren legitimately has something.
all right. What do you got there?
He sounded disappointed.
He's also muted. Darren, you're terrible at that.
And
I'm gonna be teaching Angela how to cross stitch. So this is what we're gonna be using.
We do still need to get that on the calendar, but yes, and I will. If you're not following me on Twitter, make sure you find me. I will post a link to where you can get your very own sloth cross stitch pattern.
Are you not gay at all, Darren? That's amazing.
Darren,
are you recording this?
Sloth?
Did you think I was kidding about the cross stitching
No,
in Jane Austen?
No, but this needs to be recorded and put on a show.
Are you?
No, for sure. We're doing it live. You guys can cross stitch with us.
This sloth eats meat. It's very manly. Raw.
All right, listen.
I'm genuinely. I mean, for as much.
Hold on, Darren, hold that up again. Hold that. No. I have to. I'm going to screenshot it and use it. Okay, thank you.
No, but for honestly, for as much as I've been teasing Darren, it's actually way more embarrassing that I don't know how to cross stitch.
Exactly.
So
Don't try to make him feel better.
I don't know how to cross stitch. Is that
Margo,
like
what
a
are you
thing that you're
doing?
supposed to know?
You should be mostly calm.
I tell you, our women audience are so pumped about the cross stitching.
Seriously.
This is awesome.
Join
I'm not
us.
into
I'm
this.
actually thinking for Halloween about dressing up as Bob Ross.
Okay,
Because
so
Steven
this is-
said that
we're
my
all-
voice sounds like the female Catholic Bob Ross. And I think maybe I should just do like a Bob Ross live too. That would be funny. But we're going to start with this cross stitching.
We're all making fun of Darren, but we're all of us guys are going to be on there going in the chat like, wait, I missed a hole. What do I do when I go back?
Cross stitching.
All right,
No,
listen.
it's because I'm genuinely envious of Darren.
We're
honestly.
gonna be
I wish I was half
cross-stitching-
as smart. I wish I was half as smart as Darren, and I wish I knew how to cross stitch.
I
We're
literally
going to be
might do it just for
stitching
fun.
obscene gestures at each other.
Yeah, Angela, you wish you were as smart as Darren and as much of a woman as Darren.
Whoa.
Oh.
Dang.
Shots fired.
Oh.
Shots fired. You know, my
Hey.
nickname growing up was Mangela, so it's okay.
All right, listen.
Was it
real quick,
because of the forehead?
Connor,
Real quick.
you be careful talking to a TV star like Darren.
I'm not allowed to
Yeah.
do my own show.
Yeah.
This is terrible.
He
Listen, I
still
want
gets
to
ratings.
Anthony, what could you possibly want?
Darren,
I want to say
I
something.
love
No,
you,
well,
so
we're just
no-
gonna
no hard
interrupt
feelings.
you.
All right, fine.
Just-
Forget it. I
just
won't
so
even-
you
know
know-
what? Now the audience doesn't get to know.
Just
I
so
was
you
gonna
know,
announce
the
something
apostles
important.
knew how to knit, right?
I'm not. That was just a joke. I don't think
The,
there
the
are any-
apostles knew how to knit because they had to fix their fishing nets, and the skill used to fix your fishing net was knitting. They were
That's
knitted
excellent.
together.
Again,
So-
Darren
Okay.
showing off his.
Just so you know,
Everyone,
And they all-
let,
Yes, are you
and
all
they
still
all
I
drove-
wrong?
actually
and they
don't
all
think
drove a
cross stitching
Honda.
is that. I don't. Anyway,
This is riveting
I'll
radio.
let's all feed Anthony's ego and let him say whatever he was going to
Listen,
say.
no, don't put me on.
Anthony.
He removed himself. I didn't even do that.
He
I
removed
didn't want my
himself.
face up
on,
like that.
Anthony.
Are we just
No,
gonna
I did
end,
that to him.
please?
I just want to say next week, first, we will have a trivia show Wednesday, but then next weekend, it's going to be the six of us. Like, it's going to be Joe. I mean, it's going to be Rob, Robbie, Jason, Mark. Who else is coming? Joe Boca, and Brick.
You and
myself.
Greg and,
All of us, we will be
and hopefully
live
Matt
streaming.
Frad.
And listen, we have plans for assaulting Matt Frad. Like, not really.
why would
Like,
allegedly?
no, not really assaulting. Like, we're gonna go and really like make sure he meets us or me.
Well,
Or
because
we-
that's-
I'm gonna
that's
make
what
sure
our-
Matt Frad
That's
meets
what
me.
our
You
staff
don't need him.
attorney. Our
You better
staff
actually talk to
attorney
him.
told us to put that
Not-
allegedly there.
Allegedly. No, we can't wait
Yeah,
to
where's
go. We're
Mark?
really
He was going to
excited.
give us some legal advice.
Yeah,
Watch our show. You get free legal advice every show.
Oh, Mark actually did want to give some legal advice about.
yeah. Someone text him that he can come.
Oh, yeah.
We just did. Yeah.
We'll have him
Yeah,
record it and we'll
come
post
in.
it on our show. He's
Hold
coming?
on. He's in the green room. He wants to know if he can come in the green room.
Yeah, of course.
You might want to talk about the legal advice.
Did you
Apparently
know
now we are going to jail.
Did you know that the
Yes.
apostles drove a Honda?
What?
They were all in one accord.
Stop
Oh,
it. Stop it.
All right,
Mark,
Mark.
we're live.
guys?
Mark,
guys,
this is
just-
this is actually serious legal advice Mark wants to give.
Well, what I did is I recorded a little 30-minute episode I was going to put out on Tragman, and I plugged the heck out of your upcoming interview with Angela, and so I think that's probably a better way to do it, because to do it all justice took about 30 minutes, and I don't want to take up 30 minutes of y'all's time, but I do think it's good advice, especially right now, because we're obviously in a crisis, not just in the church, but in our civil society as well. And so I think it's important that people know what their legal rights are. I actually heard this great comment. It was a commentary at some point from some government official who was like, at some point we're going to have to figure out how to get the FBI back in the government. Because right now it's kind of like a rogue organization, just does whatever the heck it wants. And so I think right now in the pro-life movement needs to know what their rights are, because in my opinion, this is the greatest human rights movement of our time, is the pro-life movement.
I agree.
And so
Yeah.
I don't want anybody to feel intimidated, and it can be intimidating when you encounter the police and things like that. So I'm going to release a little episode that'll just go through a quick corcio of what your rights are under the Constitution. And I hope, and guys, pay attention to this interview that's coming up tomorrow. I think it's coming up tomorrow, right? With Angela?
Yeah, we're gonna do it tomorrow. I think we're gonna release it on Angela's channel. So
good.
Did you even tell anybody what it's about yet, Angela? Or you want to save that for tomorrow?
I mean, the story so far is pretty basic, but I think has large implications, especially on the heels of that other pro-life activist.
Mark Hoke.
Yeah,
Mark
Mark
Hoke,
Hoke was it Mark? Yeah. Anyway, with this other pro-life activist being arrested by the FBI and looking at 11 years in prison for like nothing. So yeah, I think this is really important, and I would love to hear what Mark has to say about it, but I'm happy to share more. We're going to talk about it on the radio show. So if you're local in the Twin Cities, I'm going to be talking about it with Brian on 13:30 a.m. Saturday morning, which is when our show always airs. It's called Living the Gospel of Life. But yeah, we're going to talk about it.
It's more than Mark Houck. There were other people that were confronted. So if you guys want to find out,
The
watch Angela
FBI
tomorrow morning.
is going
Coming
after
after
pro-lifers,
Yeah,
especially
this
those
is-
who are out on the sidewalk, and in Minnesota especially. people don't understand Minnesota is right now the abortion destination in the upper Midwest. So it is a battleground. Like what's going on in Minnesota is extremely important for the rest of the country because we are a battleground. We're kind of the last safe haven for abortion through all 9 months of pregnancy here. And most people don't realize just how extreme our abortion laws are, especially after most of them having been repealed or knocked down over the last couple of months. So anyway, it's a big deal what's going on in Minnesota.
Yeah. So listen, we usually do comedy and silly stuff on our channel. Tomorrow's gonna be very serious because this is no joke, and I feel like we are entering a new phase in this country, and I don't think things are gonna be too fun for us in the future. The fact that they're going after sidewalk counselors here in Minnesota is sus to me.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
There is nothing. They have nothing.
So the one thing I will say, and the video I just recorded goes into much more in depth in this, but I will say this. If you're approached by anybody identifying themselves as a law enforcement officer, FBI, or even local police, the first question you want to ask is, am I under arrest? Because you have the right to know if you're under arrest or not. And if you're not under arrest, the next question is, am I free to go? Because just because you're not under arrest does not mean you're necessarily free to go. Okay. My video will get much more into that. That's a very basic gist. But other than that, do not talk to the police.
Do not ever talk to the police.
It sounds very leftist. It sounds very, but listen, my dad, 47-year veteran, Houston Police Department. I come from a law enforcement family background. I did 2 summer internships in law school at the Houston Police Department's legal internal affairs legal division. Okay. I have nothing but respect for the men and women who put their lives on the line for this country to protect our communities. Our catechism says that is a vocation that we must respect, and we have to be respectful of lawful authority. But you also have a right to know what your rights are under the law. And so I will go into much more detail on that. And I'd like to maybe if we could do an episode where, because sometimes I don't think of everything and people have questions. Well, what about this and what about that? And I'd love to do something like that sometime if any of y'all want to do something like that. But
yeah, that would be great. And I will say Tasha over at Radical Mothering, she is perfectly right. Abortion is codified into our Constitution. So they must be nervous about something, and I honestly think it's because our AG is he's clearly colluding with. Well, he's up for re-election, but he's also been colluding with pro-abortion organizations, and I think we have a lawsuit going after him for some of that as well, and he's nervous about it. I would assume he's nervous about it.
I got a question for Mark, and this might get into conspiracy territory, but not like crazy.
Let's do it.
Joe Boturf conspiracy theory. If they do get some actual federal charges on people working with these pro-life organizations, is there any way they could use that to go after the actual pro-life organizations under racketeering sort of charges?
RICO. The way the RICO Act works is that there are a bunch of different what they call RICO predicates. There are certain crimes that if you commit them in furtherance of an organization or a business whose purpose it is to do these sorts of crimes. The most obvious example obviously is the mafia, but it doesn't necessarily need to be the mafia. All that needs to be proven is you committed one of the RICO predicates. You did so at the behest of an organization or a conspiracy.
Mark, I'm not trying to cut you off. I have to fly, guys. You guys wrap up the show. Finish out. Thank you guys all so much. You guys stay as long as you like. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
God bless, Anthony. All that, and so that's really all that needs to be proven. Now they need to prove a little bit more than that, and the weeds can be a little bit tricky in that. But I can see them bringing RICO. Now, how successful they would be in that, I don't know, but I can definitely see them trying that.
Are you available for our show tomorrow night? Are you joining us?
Yeah, that might be smart.
You should be on to talk about it. I think that would add like a really great layer of insight.
If it's helpful, sure. I don't want to take away from your story, but at the same time, I think it would be.
The story isn't nearly as sensational as I think. Like it is sensational insofar as its implications, but the story itself is not. It's funny because the Daily Signal and the Daily Caller and the Daily Wire so the Daily Wire and the Daily Signal contacted me for more information on the story this morning, but I'm pretty sure the Daily Caller also wrote a piece on it today. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there we go. Their leftist here's Tumblr. But from the way that, like, talking to our president, who's the guy I co-host the radio show with, he said he felt like they were trying to sensationalize it more, and that's not my goal. My goal is like, here's a battle that we are facing right now, and you don't need to embellish it at all. Like, it's disturbing that we have to worry about the FBI. In fact, just the other night, I was joking with a friend of mine who is military. He said something about, well, maybe we'll stop by sometime with the kids. I hope you're okay with 3 kids joining your family. And I laughed. I said, oh my gosh, I'm more worried about the FBI arresting me right now than I am like 3 kids just showing up on my doorstep. That's nothing. That's absolutely nothing. And he kind of seemed confused. And I explained to him, well, didn't you hear about that guy who just got arrested by the FBI at gunpoint? And he was totally clueless. So then this thing happened yesterday with one of our sidewalk counselors, or one of our prayer supporters. The guy was kneeling when the FBI agents approached him, as 2 female agents. And it's like, yeah, this is really happening right now. We have the FBI I'm like, I'm sure I'm on a list somewhere. It's fine.
Yeah.
We're all on list somewhere.
I am. I've been doing pro-life work for over a decade, and I am not quiet. So it is what it is.
Yeah, I'd love to come on if that's something that would be
us.
helpful for sure. And then
when he comes on, introduce him as a staff attorney.
Yeah.
Yeah. Staff attorney.
Yeah, I have more to say about. Yeah,
no problem.
Anyway,
I'll be sure and send you an invoice for my retainer. I'm
my
gonna send it to
friendship
Anthony.
is not enough.
No, it is. It totally is, guys. No, yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, Mark, if you upload your episode beforehand and direct people to the stream on Angela's channel, that would be good for anyone who has questions from your episode.
Yeah,
Prepping
absolutely.
for heaven. I want to be clear. They weren't arrested. They were approached, and the FBI had questions for them about an incident.
Yeah.
This person in St. Paul was not arrested yesterday.
Yeah.
So I just want to be very clear about that before the FBI comes to my front door and says I'm disseminating misinformation.
Yeah. You're a Russian bot.
Yes.
Come clean, man. We all know you're in on it.
Ooh, would be. I would travel down to the cities for that.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
I would come down to the St. Paul.
I would. Yeah. We should do that sometime. Actually, we should do a joint stream of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Bria's had no arrests after they were targeted recently. So yeah, that's the other thing. The irony of it all is that there have been multiple pro-life organizations that have been attacked here in Minnesota, and mum's the word. You would never know that these places have been targeted, vandalized, anything like that.
Is Berea the one that's right across University?
You bet. They're just a couple blocks away from Planned Parenthood. There's so much to say. I don't want to say too much more because you guys need to tune in tomorrow night. I'm going to jump off here, though. I have kids to put to bed. And
okay.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Well, I guess we'll end the stream here then. So
right.
Thanks for coming on, everyone.
God bless,
it was
guys.
And thanks, everybody.
fun as usual, and you guys have a good night.
Bring us out,
Good
Rob.
night, everyone.